Hello my crafty friends, how's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my craft room. I'm so excited to share a flip through with you of this Valentine journal, Valentine's. What I did was make a Valentine journal and threw everything but the kitchen, or including the kitchen sink, into it because I'm only making one. So I just tried to use as much as I could in here. And this is what happened. Now when you take all the ephemera out, it does lay flat together, like not flat, but you know what I mean. It goes together. It's not alligator mouth, but right now, let me show you all the pretty sides. Here's this tassel is coming with it, included. Really pretty, you know, all the colors. I just pulled all the colors from the cover. There's a gold key here. There's pink and red and some black. So I even went ahead and put a little black in here, a little one strand of black rickrack, but you can see all the pretty things here. There's different textures. There's crochet pink trim here, and there's some this pretty trim right here, beige color, golds, pinks, gold rickrack, and then this little charm that I had made during my BB craft demonstration that is on there. So, and it's all held on here with a notebook ring that is removable, but you can put it up out of the way completely when you are using the journal if you just wanted to leave it on there. So I got a little goodie envelope here of things and just a few things I tucked in there, but I showed you the cover before where I had this retro Valentine picture on here, and this was something I ordered through, you know, online. And then there's a little, I added that little sparkly heart. Here's the back. I used this scrapbook paper collection kit. There's no digitals or printables in here. I'm trying to think if there was anything in here, I would tell you, or I'll show it to you when I come across it, because I have some printed journaling cards and things like that from when I used to be on design teams, but I don't know if there's any in here. Anyway, added this little always and forever ephemera right there. So let's just get started. So some of this we did on video, and you know, did it with you on video and showed you what I was doing. But so I might say, you know, duplicate something, but there's a pocket right here. This is a vintage Valentine. I only have a couple, so and I haven't been hoarding them, but I just only make like one Valentine, like I said, Valentine journal per year. So I think I've got one or two left. But anyway, I don't copy them, I don't scan them, and you probably think I should, but or some people probably think I should, but I do not. I want each of my journals to be unique and you to get unique things. So this is not out there anywhere to be duplicated. It's an original that is in here in this pocket. And then right here, there's another pocket. And we did this together. We added the dragonfly. I did add during that video, I think when I added the dragonfly, I said I wanted to put a bow somewhere from the little bow ephemera or little bow decorations I had. And I did put one right there. And in this pocket are the two tags we made together, just these two simple little pink tags that we made on video. A little ice cream and a little, this is a postage stamp from the scrapbook paper that I was using. That was the sticker sheet in the scrapbook paper. The book plate here where you can write something, and you can further decorate this. You know, I think I left a lot of room for decorating and writing. So here's a pocket that we decorated together. So here's what I mean by it's loaded with ephemera, because like I said, I would put everything in here. So this was a little journaling card made from a scrap of a file folder. It says Be My Valentine. This was the little felt stickers that I picked up at Dollar General. And this is also a little stationery that we did together. And I had said I put it out here and then something got on it. So I put it, that little pretty little piece of ephemera there, like a little moth or something. I don't know, little flying insect, but it was so beautiful on this sweet little piece of, you know, and you can glue that down somewhere, you know, if you need to put on a page that needs a writing space. You know, say it's a patterned page. Let me find one for you. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, but Let me just go find one here real quick. Like this is a blank page, so I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like say something like this. And you can put it right down there, right on it, glue it down, and isn't that beautiful? So that is in there. This is a little tag made from wallpaper, a wallpaper border, and it has this heart and a button, and you can write on the back. It's stabilized with some cardstock. This is a little, now this is what I'm talking about when I say there's some printed, there might be a printed item. I believe this is a printed item from when I used to be on design teams, and I just, you know, if you print out things like digital kits, usually you get some extra pieces. So this is one of those. But anyway, I had made this little journaling spot here with it. It's on a book page, and it opens up, and that's a little journaling space there, and then you just close it back up. Or you could glue it down somewhere too, you know. Not necessarily there. This is a piece of film strip, I believe here, original film strip, or maybe that's washi tape. Yeah, I think that's washi tape. Yes, I have some film strip too, but it's a little bit thinner. That's right. And this is washi tape. And there's some ribbon on here. Anyway, it goes back together like that, and it's just a cute little Valentine type thing. This is an actual Valentine that I picked up a couple years ago. I just thought they were cute. These little puppies on a Valentine card. This is the to from over here. This is just some pretty resume paper. It's got a pink hue to it. This is from the Echo Park scrapbook papers have a pretty pieces on their branding strip. So that's what this is. And I try to use them. It has the hearts, and this one, and it says My Valentine here. That was the name of the scrapbook paper kit. This is a folded over this page, a piece of scrapbook paper. This has X's and O's on it. And it's just clipped on with, I have a few decorated paper clips here. This one has the lip ribbon on it. And then there's a sticker here. And this is all removable, so you can do what you want. You can take it out, put it where you want. You can cut this up and make 2 tags out of it, 2 journaling cards. Use it as a backing for like a frame for a picture, or just whatever you want type of thing. So that's clipped in. This is a pretty piece of stationery. It's cardstock though. And then here's a lace pocket. This is a vintage lace that I received in Happy Mail from Maria, I believe. So it's sewn on around here. And then in here I have, again, a bunch of things in the pockets. So this is an Angels on Earth, angelsonearth.com. I got this at a thrift store. I guess it's by Carolyn Carlisle, but it's a bookmark, so that is in there. And I put that ribbon on the top. Then you've got a little, let's see what this is. This is a little booklet with pages, and it has hearts on there. This is a Rolodex card that you can use. You can use these for pockets or journaling spots, whatever you want. A little side tuck. This is just some pink paper that I had like scraps of with lines on it, and I rounded the corners. And so again, you could glue these down, just write on them, stick them back in the pocket. Just use your imagination there. You can decorate them, put little stickers on there or whatever. And then this is a little cherish every moment. It's a little shaker. So there's little sequins and things in there. It's on the back of a journaling card, and I made it into a shaker. So that could be also glued down as a tuck spot somewhere. So all of that is in there. Pink paper here with lines that go this way. This was a file folder that I cut in half, but I still kept it together. So you can, if you wanted to, like it was together here on the fold, I cut it into 2 pages, but you could glue it together on the sides if you wanted that to be a little pocket, or just write in here, or decorate, whatever you want to do. And it says Paris. There's kind of like a little romantic thing. And this is my guest, from my guest book that I have. It has these blue lines, and then I added a little Valentine sticker there and there where it said guest. So those are just cute little stickers. An envelope here that I decorated with a heart doily, and this is a piece of ephemera that says Happy Love Day. Over here it says Happy Mail. And then in here I have a postcard. So it's no postcard, and I don't think I cared for what was on the other side. So I recovered it with some pretty just things that I had you know, little scraps and papers and things there. So that is an actual postcard that has been recovered. And then in an envelope, here's the flap where you can tuck something in here. And then I added a little sticker there for decoration. And I used all most of the little short cut off pieces in here too. And then this is the little, I showed you this on video where we made this little pocket page. So all of these little pieces, there's 6 on this side and 6 on this side. So 12 little squares that can be removed. They have the little opening at the tops here. And yeah, I just think that turned out really cute. I had reinforced the sides, if you didn't see that, with some scrapbook paper from the collection, Echo Park collection I used. Lots of different textured papers and colored papers and old and new mixed in here. Here's a paper clip with a sticker that is removable. It's not stuck down, so you can put that wherever you want. This is some really old ledger here, really pretty with pink and blue lines. This paper, I was looking for colored papers, and I found this one, and it's so beautiful. I put a couple of these in here, but added this little piece here with as a tab, so you can see it sticking out there. And then I added rickrack here. On this side is where we put the bingo card. I did that Valentine bingo card. I did that, you know, on video with you. And then I add this little pieces of ephemera here. It's a decorated pink index card. And it says, my thoughts and love are with you. And this is from, I'm not sure what that's from. I don't remember now, but I made this a little while ago. And I just, you know, had several of these Valentine type ephemeras in my stash. So a couple I made, you know, when I was making the journal, but most of them I already had. Here's the page that I've been putting in the wire bound journals, and it is removable. You can take it out, put it wherever you want, and then just snap it back in like this. And by the way, you can use also, if you want to add another page in here, you could do it like that. You could use this as a template for the holes, and then you just make little slits like I did in this, and you'd be able to just snap it in like this. But it would have to be probably a strong paper like cardstock in order for you not to be like worn out or messed up by clipping it in like I did with this plastic page. Make sure it's all in there. Yep, all in. Just a pretty piece of scrapbook paper with some of my sewn together strips here. It's you can see the sewing there. A recipe card that I thought was cool. I added this rickrack here, and I just thought it looked like something like a cake that you would make on Valentine's Day. It's called Black Forest Cake. So that is in there. Just another piece of that pretty resume paper, the pinkish one with one of my little clusters there. Cute little cluster. A little library pocket over here with a couple of, this is from a scrapbook paper pad that I used to have, just a pretty little journaling card. And then this is a printed piece because I did print out some pictures because I can never find black and white pictures like anywhere, thrift stores, wherever. If I do find them, people are asking too much, so I'm like, okay. And I printed this on file folder, and it really came out nice. And I thought it was a nice one to put in here. It looked very Valentine-y with these kids swinging together on that swing. So I think it's a really cute picture. And then this is a postcard. And this is one you can color and write on. Piece of onion skin paper there. Music, piano book music. And on this side I have another pocket with that same lace, that same pretty lace. In here I have 3 different sizes of my collage or, scrappy tags. These are all sewn around the edges. They all have writing space, I think, on the back. You can write on this one too. It's light, even though it was from a little map piece that I had. It is a light paper, so you could write on there. So just 3 different kind of little sizes there. Here is a decorated paper clip with another sticker that's not stuck down, so you can put that wherever you want. Flash card here where I put on this side a piece of paper that you can write on, and then decorated this side. So there's some rickrack. This says love you here. This is a frame, and I put this little piece of ephemera in there, so that's to remind whoever gets it that this is, you can put something down in here. Okay, a little picture or just whatever you want, but I just stuck this in here. This is a little tag that you can use somewhere. You can even use this as a little tab if you wanted later on, whoever gets this, but right now it's just stuck in here to remind you. You can, this is open at the top, and you can put something in there. A little label here, pretty little label. Pretty scrapbook paper that has ice cream cones. Pocket here. This was a scrap from the plastic, tabbed page that you saw that I took out. That's a scrap from there, and it is sewn on with gold thread. A little tag. This one I had in my stash, but I thought it looked very romantic with the first of all, the whole, it's kind of shabby chic with the decoration there, and it has the Eiffel Tower and the color and everything. You can write on the back. This is this might be piano paper or I don't know what that is, but anyways, I put it there so you can write on the back. And then another scrappy tag. The other ones were journaling cards, and that's a tag. And I put these in here because they had the red piece of doily. That's why that one's in here. And this is another. This is a, I had these cards, and it was a card and envelope set, and they had this pretty design on the back, and then they were plain on this side. So I decorated this side with this, I think this was printed too from one of my design teams. Little piece of ribbon here, and this pretty little heart charm that has a piece of fabric in it. I got those at Michael's a long time ago, and I used one here. This says to my Valentine here. But yeah, I made this a couple years ago and just haven't used it, so I finally am using some of this. This is another piece of that onion skin. This is a Scooby-Doo Valentine card. Here's the to from, which is a fun little Valentine card. You could write on the squares or just whatever you want to do. Pretty paper. This is a bridge score sheet where I have two little pieces of ephemera here that are on a brad. So these move around. So you can see that moves, and this moves. So you could kind of use it as a kind of hidden journaling spot. You can turn these over and write on the back if you wanted to go through that trouble. But that would be a little fun hiding spot for journaling. But anyway, these do move. And then on the other side to hide the, I don't feel like I had to, but I didn't want it to tear or anything, the paper. So I put this little piece that says this is our happy place on the other side where the brad came through there. So that protects and secures that paper too, and it keeps that, it also keeps that still so that brad doesn't move around, so these can move freely without moving the brad around. So yes, I thought about all that when I put that in there. And then this is a pretty piece of resume paper here, nice texture. I put some rickrack on this piano paper, and oops, trying to grab that page on the rickrack there. There we go. And that's that pink resume paper. This is scrapbook paper. It looks beautiful with that. And all the scrapbook paper is double-sided in here. This could be a pocket if you wanted it to. You could glue this down here. Have another pocket there. This is a pretty piece of, this is a girl and a boy kissing. I don't know, or they're not actually kissing. Look like they're getting ready to kiss. Maybe they are kissing. I don't know. But anyway, it's a cute little romantic kind of love picture. And this is computer stationery that I cut down the main part here and use it as a page. And it is blank on the back, so you can write on both sides or just glue something down. And then this is a piece of file folder that I cut down to fit in here with the tab. That's where the scrap from the one tag I showed you came from. And then this is a postage. This is supposed to be a postage stamp here. It says USA and 55 cents. And then on the other side, these are actually postcards from the United States Post Office. So yeah, I have a collection of those that I actually found those at a thrift store. This is another piece of paper. It's not the onion skin. It's like, I think it's old typing paper that I have. And it's really got a nice finish on it. And it's it feels very kind of like a bond type, but it's not a smooth finish. So it's a really neat feeling paper. Just a fun, I like to put on different kind of fun papers in my journal. This is an old ledger page. Piano paper here. On this side, there's a little pocket right here. And, oh, here's the tag. Little tag that we made on video when I was making my last 2023 holiday crafting video. And I made some, like, what I called ornaments or tags. So this is one of those that I stuck in there. And this says, to my beloved Valentine. And has some, this says true love. So it's a little Valentine library pocket. Pretty scrap of paper. Little sticker here on this pink resume paper. One of my little sewn together strip tags. You can see the sewing there, and this one I actually used a piece of scrap rickrack on instead of the third piece of paper. I usually try to use three strips of paper or whatever, scraps paper, you know, scrap of paper and everything, whatever I'm using. And this one I just happened to have that little bit of rickrack that I wanted to use up, so I used that there. This we did together on video where we add, this is the another guest page where we added this little piece here. These are two pieces. And then this here little noted ephemera piece. You can see there's lots of room in here to put your goodies in, and then if you wanted to make it flat and just start from the beginning, take everything out and put it separate, and then do what you want to do, you know what I mean? Here's a little clipped on, this is another little decorated paper clip here. And this little piece of ephemera I thought was so cute, and so I just clipped it on. I wanted to include it. And then here's the little full pocket here. So this is a little tag that I made from the cutoff. It's sewn with gold thread on here. So super cute. It's got plenty of room for writing there. And it's pretty on the other side. This is a little flip up that you can glue if you want to glue down or put it over a page. But see, it could be like this, and then you could write all up in here or put pictures on there or whatever you want to do, or just put it over the top of the page, you know, like this, and do what you want. Or you could even glue it, I guess, up there on top if you wanted to put a little bit of glue on the back side, maybe, and then have a flip up like that. I think I would do it like this though. But anyway, that is in there. It's a cute little girl on there. This one is printed, I believe. Yeah, this one's printed. One that I printed when I was on design teams. This is a little scrapbook paper, a journaling spot, just used enough scrapbook paper, and has little hearts and things on it. So this is home sweet home there. So great for a Valentine journal. This was looked very romantic here. It's in French fabric and some other French language there. But anyway, it's a little envelope. And in here I have just a few little pieces that you can use. I made these on my 2023 holiday crafting video, so I stuck the extras in here. See, everything involves hearts and things like that, so pretty little pieces to decorate with. This was a sticker from my collection kit that I was using here. It had some little cherries, little circles you can do things with, and this is a pretty little heart, another little heart. And plus you can use the envelope to do something with there too. And then that was the last page. Here's the back. You can see I decorated the inside of these book covers with this pretty paper. Here's the pocket, you and me. And then this is another printed thing left from my my design team days. A little heart there with a lady, and it's printed on file folder and inked. And of course, very Valentine-y. This is just a pretty little bookmark that I found, a little tag that you can write on. This was this little collage here was done on this is a coffee dyed and Rit dyed piece of file folder. You know how I like to use up my scraps. And then this is a little piece you can put somewhere, just if you want to glue it down. But it looks like a little envelope. See, it has a little flap here. But it folds down and down and down. So you can do some journaling in here and then fold it back up and put your flap down, glue it down somewhere, and have a cute little hidden journaling spot. You could put one of those little hearts here, glue the bottom half, and then have it tucked in like that. So, you know, these things are in here for you to have fun with too. I got to have my fun. Now it's time for someone else to have their fun. So that is it. And like I always say, when you get done, when you get to the back, just flip it back like that. That's the easiest way not to get confused on how to kind of close these types of journals. So that is the journal, the little chunky monkey that she is. Here's the top again, in case I didn't show it, and the sides. You can see the little paper clips and the tabs and things. So it's a really fun journal, packed full of goodness. This little envelope I had in my stash, so I was almost going to put another envelope out here, and I always think when I find these envelopes in my stash, I'm like, why didn't I use the envelopes that I made? You know, why do I always go for just a plain envelope or something that I got, you know, from the store that's a bag or an envelope? So finally, I got one of my envelopes out. So you could decorate this and make it all Valentine-y, or, you know, it's just got text here, so I don't know what it's from. It says Bill of Rights right there and Constitution of the United States. So it looks like it's coffee dyed too. So anyway, in here, a few more goodies. This is from a flower match game. A piece of lace left, scrap lace left from the tassel. This is from one of the branding strips. It has this pretty heart design on this side. On this side, this is My Valentine. So some of the other little heart ornaments or slash tags that I made in my 2023 holiday crafting video. That's what all of these are. I already had this left from previous years, a little heart that cut out. And this is from a Valentine. I think these were from the box. I don't know. I don't think I have any more of the Valentines from the Charlie Brown Valentines that I had, but I have these little pieces that I cut out from the box. They're so cute. So they can be used. This too, I made little postage stamps from stickers that were in oh, this is from the Scooby-Doo one. That's Charlie Brown. This is Scooby-Doo, but there were some stickers in there. I made little postage looking like stamps out of them that says Relp, like Relp, you know, he's barking. Scooby-Doo, that's from Scooby-Doo. Another little tag. This is from, I don't know what this is from, but it's a little, you know, the little heart, Valentine hearts that says love ya. This is some tickets that I had made a while ago, and they looked like great colors for this. So I had made this out of a piece of double-sided scrapbook paper. And they're tickets. They're in the shape of tickets, so you can, and they're like perforated. I think they're perforated a bit, so you can just, you know, cut them or tear them right there. So that is in there. And here's another heart that I found. It's super pretty. It's like gray on this side, but it has this pretty silver on this side. I don't know what that's from. Maybe somebody sent it to me. I don't know. But it was in my stash, so, and it was a heart, so now it's in here. Like I said, everything including the kitchen sink is in here. So I did my best to pack it full. I hope you enjoyed this series. Stay tuned for my next journal project, which will be coming up right away. Don't forget to subscribe so you get notified. I would really love a thumbs up and appreciate it so much, and also a comment. All those things help my channel to grow. And you know, I love having fun here. I love the craft. I love crafting, and this is you know, just a lot of fun for me, and I really appreciate everyone. So thank you for watching today, and I'll see you in my next video.